One morning, Thomas was shunting in the Knapford shunting yards. He had a lot of trucks to arrange. Oh dear, I'm so tired. I've only been here for an hour and there's still so much left to do. I need a break. Now, Thomas, don't get yourself worked up about this. Is something the matter? Well, Edward, the thing is that I don't like to shunt. I do the same thing every day in these yards. I shunt trucks, I move coaches, I push vans, and I pull tankers. And I arrange all these boring trains that I never get to pull. And to top it all off, I still need to shunt all these trucks and vans for Henry, get those coaches ready for Gordon, and move that breakdown crane Jerome somewhere else so he's not in the way. This job has just become really stressful for me lately. It's all right, Thomas, just calm down. I was just like you once. You'll get the hang of it. Well, you may be right, but I don't want to struggle being a station pilot for the rest of my life. Edward felt really bad for Thomas, but soon came up with an idea that would help him immensely. A few days later, Thomas would be in for a big surprise. One morning, Sir Topham Hatt walked up to him. "Good morning, Thomas. I have a surprise for you." "Really, sir?" "Oh, yes. Edward has brought to my attention that you have been struggling in the yards lately, so I've chosen an engine from the workshop to come and help you. His name's Percy, and he will be here right now. Thomas, this is Percy. Percy, Thomas." "Hello there, Thomas. It's very nice to meet you. I can't wait to start work together." "I'm very pleased to hear you say that, Percy. I know that you two will get along just fine." And then Sir Topham Hatt walked away. "All right, Percy, let's get started." Deep down, Thomas was a little nervous about teaching Percy. "All right, Percy, so I must ask, have you ever shunted before?" "Oh, yes. I've dealt with many troublesome trucks in the past, and I've also shunted a few coaches as well. Yeah, I haven't really done that much, but I'm sure that you're going to teach me everything I need to know." Yes, I will. So let's get started, shall we?" Whew, this is very tiring work. Oh, yeah. Wow, what a day. Thank you for all of those tips, Thomas. I think now you've helped me become a better shunter. Oh, no problem. You are a really fast learner. Oh, I can't wait for tomorrow. Today went by so fast. Hey, where am I going to sleep tonight? Do you know anywhere there is a spare shed that I can sleep in? Well, there are a few spare sheds at the roundhouse that I sleep in. You can just come with me. Oh, thank you, Thomas. Thank you so much. So my driver moved me into a siding and then put danger signs on my front and behind buffer beams, and then he called Sir Topham Hatt over to take a look. And you want to know what they found inside? Fish. Several fish were swimming in my tanks. No way! Are you serious? It's true. Then my driver, fireman, and Sir Topham Hatt all took turns trying to fish them out of my tanks, and then they had fish and chips for lunch. Wow, it must have been very uncomfortable being in an aquarium for the time being. Yes, it was very much painful. I do not recommend it. I'd rather be carrying passengers all day than be a silly old fish tank. Have you ever pulled coaches, Thomas? I did once, but I failed miserably. If only Sir Topham Hatt would let me learn from my mistakes, I know I would do well, but I don't think he'll let me. That's when Percy decided he needed to do something for his new friend. The next day, Percy confronted Sir Topham Hatt in the shunting yards. "Now what exactly do you need, Percy? Is everything going all right?" "Oh, yes. I didn't come to you to talk about me. I came here to talk about Thomas." "Is Thomas treating you well?" "Oh, yes. I just wanted to tell you that I don't think he enjoys shunting that much." "And what makes you say that, Percy?" "Well, he always has a frown on his face when he's shunting trucks in the yard. And, at the sheds, he did tell me that he didn't really enjoy it. He said that he would much rather be pulling coaches." "Wait a minute. Percy, you just reminded me. I was going to give Thomas the honor of pulling the local on the Farquhar branch line. Really, sir? Yes, yes. I was going to give it to him after he helped out James after he had a gnarly crash. Who's James? You'll meet him later. But anyways, thank you, Percy. Thank you for reminding me. Later that day, Percy told Thomas to meet Sir Topham Hatt in the shunting yards. Ah, Thomas, just the engine I was looking for. Thank you for meeting us here. Did I do something wrong, sir? Not at all. I've actually invited you here because I have a reward for you. You have worked really hard ever since your arrival. You've helped Gordon with the express, you put James back on the rails after he had a crash, and you gave Percy some pointers on how to shunt. So, I am giving you the honor of pulling the local on the Farquhar branch line. You shall have 2 coaches of your own to pull every day. Congratulations, Thomas. I'm so happy for you. Do you really mean it, sir? Yes, Thomas, I really do mean it. So what do you say? I would love to do this. Thank you so much. Percy, if you don't mind me asking, did you ask Sir Topham Hatt if I could run my own branch line? Well, not necessarily. I just told him that you didn't enjoy shunting and that you wanted to pull coaches. He had this reward planned for you, but he just forgot. And I reminded him. You deserve it, Thomas. You helped out Gordon, James, and me. You really do deserve it. Thanks, Percy. That really means a lot. Thank you. Before long, Thomas's first day of his new job came, and he received 2 faithful coaches named Annie and Clarabelle. Thomas really enjoys his new job, and even though he doesn't shunt as much anymore, he still sees Percy very often, and they do sleep in the same roundhouse, so they see each other each night. As time went on, Thomas and Percy spent a lot of time with each other. Their bond became much stronger, and eventually they became best friends.